Hey!
Hi.
Hello! And welcome to the Ace Trainers podcast, where
The podcast.
the podcast for all Ace
Everyone
Trainers.
except super nerds.
Yeah, fuck super nerds, man.
Get
I've
outta
said
here.
it once, I'll say it
Get
again.
outta
If I
here.
see any of you,
You got
you'd be wish you were
nasty
dead.
boys.
Wish you were dead.
Welcome to episode 13.
13.
We are
Unlucky
gonna be
number for
talking
some.
About something pretty cool today, aren't we, Aaron?
Do you know what? I'm hyped about this one.
We're talking about future Pokemon Evos we would like to see.
Yeah, I've
Pretty cool. Had a resurgence lately.
I've got a few.
Scarlet and Violet had a resurgence of this. It was a big thing in Gen 4.
Yeah, Gen 4 was the one that
They
I
threw
feel
a
like...
few new ones in this
Yeah.
gen, and I'm happy about it. Like,
ones that we've wanted to see for or expected to
Yeah.
see for a while.
but there's a few that were left behind that I'm like, okay, I want to see some more from you.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that, but I've got a few things that I wanna do first.
That's very serious, then I got a few. Yeah, you gotta...
I got a little quiz. I got a little game for you.
Okay.
First things first. We're playing a little game.
Okay.
We're playing a game.
Okay. Is he gonna... You're gonna... Should have cycled in on a tricycle to make that.
Bring in the tricycle. Just
That
fucking
would've
little
been
kid.
incredible,
Juno
like-
comes in on a tricycle.
That, do you know what? If I saw that happen, I'd be amazed.
All right. I want you to say the first Pokemon that comes to mind when I say a type. Okay, don't overthink it. Literally the first Pokemon.
Okay,
So
okay.
when I say a type, I want to see what comes to mind first.
Okay.
Psychic,
Alakazam.
Fairy,
Jigglypuff.
Ice,
Spheal.
Fire.
Rapidash.
This is pretty cool. I'm liking it. There's a lot of Gem 1 in here, though.
Well, it's because this is the first one that... Yeah.
Steel.
Steelix.
Wow. I thought it was going to be Sizzle.
No. Steelix. It's not...
Dragon.
Salamence.
Nice.
It's the most dragony...
It's a dragony dragon.
Yeah.
Rock.
Golem.
Fairy.
You said fairy.
Fairy.
Jigglypuff.
Okay, I just wanted to see if you could consistent. Anyway, that was fun. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Oh. Alright.
You want to learn how to make some fish cakes? Because it's Aaron's cooking segment.
Oh my god. You better introduce flames. What the fuck? Sprung on me out of nowhere. Oh, we're gonna lead somewhere. You're gonna be like,
Here's a meal that I make for Freya all the time. Well, not all the time because it's quite expensive, but it's real good.
every day. She
It's
eats
real
fish
good though.
cakes every day.
She's
She's
like
lean as
she's-
fuck.
She's
Hench.
loving life when I make this dish. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to get some whitefish or some prawns?
Okay.
Poach them. You know how to
I don't
poach
know. I
stuff,
don't know how to
right?
poach anything.
You put it in water and cook it.
Okay.
That's it. It's just put it in some water until it's
Boil
cooked.
that boy.
Boil it in water.
Okay.
Mashed potato
Okay.
made with butter, cream, salt, and pepper.
Okay. Okay.
Or if you don't want to do that, just buy fish cakes. I don't care. Just buy some fish cakes. All right, it's cheap, and we're in a
That's
cost
all
of living crisis. If you want to save time and money, just buy some fish cakes. For fuck's
Okay.
sake.
Okay.
Okay. Here's what you do with them though. Okay, you're also going to want streaky bacon.
Okay.
You're going to want some spinach. You're
Down
going
for
to want
that.
eggs,
Right.
whole grain mustard, and cream, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to fry your bacon in a little
Mm.
pan. You cook your fish cakes.
Yep.
Then you want to put spinach on the bottom, wilted spinach on the bottom in a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put your fish cake on top.
Yeah.
Then you put streaky bacon on there.
Okay.
Then you poach an egg.
Poach an egg. This is a weird combination of things.
Oh, it's good.
I'm intrigued.
Okay, yeah,
Say the
spinach,
least.
fish cake, bacon, egg.
Okay.
Then you want to just warm up some cream in a pan
Mm.
until it's starting to bubble.
Mm.
Add like a teaspoon of whole grain mustard,
Right.
maybe a bit of seasoning. That's
Okay.
it. Stir it. Pour that over the top.
Okay, and
That's a meal.
That's a meal in one go.
It's a good meal as well. I'm going to write a cookbook for this podcast. It's going to be.
The Ace
I need to
Trainers
come up with some like Pokemon themed recipes, like Magikarp fish cakes.
Owl creamy fish cakes.
Ooh. It's the fact you call them creamy fish cakes.
Well, that's what it is.
I guess.
that
Anyway, it's really good. Egg yolk,
does sound
bit of
good.
that with bacon. It's like really good. It's amazing. I'm a good
down.
fan.
I'm down to clown.
There's more coming up later in the future.
Oh.
There's more things I'm going to teach you. It's
I'm
good.
so ready to learn.
I said to Freya, I was like, "Can you just remind me what I make that's good, and then I can help you." Like,
and you cut off the top of your head.
yeah. So There's going to be more.
I'm excited.
I like the fish cakes. It's a good one. I don't make it very often.
I do like a fish cake, so
it's a good
rice
one.
and a fish cake. You ever
We're
seen
going
that
to do
video?
that one point. Right, we'll stream it one day, all right?
Or just eating loads of fish
Aaron's
cakes.
cooking segment. We're going to cook in the kitchen, and that's going to be a stream.
Have you ever seen the rice and a fish cake video?
No.
There's a guy who talks about, it's like a bodybuilder guy who talks about what he eats every day.
Yeah.
He literally eats rice and a fish cake. And he's going through what he eats in a day. He's like, I eat rice and a fish cake for breakfast, and then 12 I eat a fish cake. And at 2 I eat rice and a fish cake. Then at 3 rice. And then at 4 I eat rice cake. And then 6 I eat fish and a rice cake.
Fucking hell, that's
But like, he's like, obviously, that's what you eat if you're getting jacked. Like, Hugh Jackman only ate chicken and rice for months. And he hated it.
Really?
To be Wolverine. Yeah, he's just like, all you eat, if you just get huge jacked man.
Huge Jackman.
Yeah. That's what you got to do if you're going to become huge jacked man, is you got to eat.
If I want to look like Machoke.
Yeah, you got to get a little belt on.
Yeah, and little pants as well.
Little pant. Wear a Speedo.
Did he grow them or did
This
he
is what
find
Tommy
them?
was. No, this is the XP Share podcast, wasn't it? Who brought this up? Yeah, that is interesting.
Where did they come from?
Where do they go?
Where did you come from?
Machoke.
Joe.
Hi, Joe. Yeah, where did clothes on Pokemon come from? That is an interesting.
That's a whole new episode.
This is like, maybe this is for our Pokemon plot holes episode. I bring up every single week.
Yeah,
That I want to
we'll do that. At some
inconsistencies in Pokemon. Fuck
I
me
mean, they're
off.
very consistent about the boxer shorts on her.
I wish they weren't. You wish they weren't.
What are you trying to say?
I know. Sorry, you don't like the genitalia. You just like the feet. And Machoke has probably
I don't
good
like
feet.
the feet. I thought
That's
we
not
went
true.
through
No,
this.
you don't like Empoleon's feet.
Yeah, they're not very nice.
Yeah, what? It
They're
was
just
how
so
vicious
big
you
and
came
yellow.
across.
They're
It's
just-
so big and yellow. Imagine like Homer Simpson's feet on a penguin.
Yeah.
You said that. I don't like the way you said that. Got you coming around now.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back with
we
our
need to.
actual
It's getting all
topic.
steamy.
It's
in
getting a
here.
little hot. In here.
Aw.
We'll be right back.
Goodness. What are these guys talking about? God,
What a couple
Ah,
of old jokesters.
handsome, what a couple of guys, couple of dudes being men.
Anyway, we hope you're enjoying this episode, and if you are, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Like, subscribe, hit that bell button, drop a comment.
Do all the YouTube stuff that we need you to do to help us grow this show.
I'm not going to beg you to do it.
And if you're listening on a podcast app, then leave us a rating and review. It really helps. It
does,
goes a long way.
It makes us feel nice as well.
We're really trying to build the Ace Trainers community.
We are, and we want you to be involved. We don't want any super nerds though.
No,
So-
we can't do it without the help of our Pokemaniacs. So if
Yeah.
you're listening and you've got this far, then please do help support us.
No cap.
Let's get back to the show.
What a break!
It's good to be back. What did you do in the break?
I did 100 press ups.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know what you were doing. You went into the corner and faced the wall like the Blair Witch. Pulled your trousers down. You got a picture of Empoleon's feet out. And I didn't like it. I didn't like what I saw.
So we're going to be talking about Pokemon evolutions we would like to see.
Yeah, this is either pre-evolutions.
Yeah, so
Or future.
evolutions in general.
Yeah.
We'll talk about which ones we want to see.
Now, Tom,
Yes.
how many do you have? Because I have a few.
8.
I have 20.
Do you?
No, I have.
You told me you had like 6 before, so
Nah.
I deliberately culled my list down.
No, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
And a few.
I've got 8.
Honourable
You look like you've
mentions.
written a lot of notes, whereas I've kind of just written the Pokemon, but I kind of already know what I want to see from a lot of these.
Well,
So
I've got.
we can talk
We'll
about
go.
it between
We'll
us.
go through one at a time. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to give me your first one?
Okay,
then?
so my first one is Skarmory line.
Skarmory.
Skarmory
Okay.
line.
You want to make
I
a
want
line.
a whole line.
Okay, so you want a baby. Is
I
it
want-
going to be the
having a-
middle then? Is it?
Yeah,
Or is it
yeah,
a
yeah.
Roselia deal? We're getting like
He's middle.
Okay.
Okay, so here's my. We'll go from the.
I like it. Skarmory's
Which way do you
cool.
want? I'm going to go from
Go from the
top.
bottom. Oh,
No,
okay.
no, I'm going to top because that's in the order I've written this down.
I thought you'd build up to it. Like,
Well, I can do it that way. Let's read this in
No,
reverse.
that's fine, you can-
Okay, so I've got first evolution. Imagine like a little bird,
okay.
but it's based off of it's a steel bird, right?
Yeah.
And I reckon you got Scannife. Scannife.
You name them as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, this one I've named
I
because
definitely
I was
haven't
very
done this
proud of
much
the
work.
names I gave to it. So
Scannife.
I got Scannife. which is like but he can't fly because it's too heavy for
I
him.
could see that. He's like
He's
a
got
little
little
flightless bird.
Yeah,
He just
so
hops
he's there,
about,
like hops about, and he's like, all shiny and cute, and he's
I could see that. It's very cute. It's good,
Then he
man.
goes into Skarmory. Classic
He
stupid
takes
looking
flight.
flighting bird. I
I
hate
like
how he
Skarmory.
looks in the 3D.
Yeah, I do.
I think he doesn't look
He looks
right.
really cool in the original gens that you showed.
Yeah,
me.
he looks.
Yeah.
I always imagined him as not being like a flyy bird.
Do you know what's
Though
my
still.
Mandela moment? I always think that Skarmory's Gen 3 because it
I can
plays
see
such
that.
a small role in Gen 2 that
Yeah,
Gen 3 was what really showed up for me. Like,
yeah, true. It's like Tropius. I always think it's like Gen.
Do you know what another one
4 or
is?
5.
Meditite and Medicham. I always think of Gen 4.
I just forget they. Yeah, no, that's
They're
fair
Gen
to say.
3,
They are
like-
Gen 3. Chris always thinks that Tyranitar is Gen 3.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Shellos and Gastrodon, I always think of Gen 3.
I love Shellos and Gastrodon. They're like,
I always think they're earlier gen. Like,
yeah,
they seem like they've been around for a while. But, like, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. All right, anyway,
No, that's
I got
alright.
us off track.
This is what this is.
Yeah. Skarmory's cool, though. I like Skarmory a lot.
So, but then you got Skarmory, and he's
Mhm.
doing it. Then he evolves.
How? Does he have a
No,
evolution method?
it just evolves.
We just changed that.
He evolves into Scarsenal. That's fucking cool, isn't
That's
it? But so it has. Imagine like it has longer. It has a longer neck. So when it's all like dive bombing, it looks like a lance.
Ooh.
So like the whole shape of like a full on lance. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. That was my first one.
Scarsenal.
Scarsenal is pretty epic. If Game Freak,
Get on that.
get on the
Great
band. If you
little
do, we need some.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I know.
I like that.
See, I'm well good at this. This
Good
is
job, bro.
preparing me for like this life.
Are yours in Pokedex order, or have you got...
No. I've just gone like
Mine
randomly.
are kind of in Pokedex order.
Okay,
so
that's
fine. We'll
that's
go
cool.
for it.
That's cool.
First one on my list, Parasect.
Parasect was one that
wanna
I
see
nearly
one,
did.
and I want to see an
Yeah.
evolution from that. I want it to go wild, man. Okay,
Like
if
a
we're
clicker.
talking about... Yeah, kind of. Okay, so we're talking about how, like, it's a mushroom that gets taken over... No, it's a bug
It's
that
a
gets
bug that
taken
gets
over
taken
by the
over.
mushroom.
Yeah.
I want to see that grow to even weirder levels. Like,
Okay.
I want to see it become just basically a mushroom, like, and have a ghost type. Maybe it just turns into a
Ooh.
ghost type. It's dead. Like, it kills the host. and
It kills the
becomes-
host, and it's completely like.
Maybe it's bug ghost, and it's just
Okay, that'd be a pretty cool time.
creepy. I
Hmm.
don't really know exactly what it would do, or it'd be any. Even design wise, I don't know. I feel like you should do concept drawings for these.
Well,
I don't
it's-
know if you have this. Like,
Well,
if
no,
it's
it's
too
like
much.
with Parasect. Here's what I'll do.
Okay.
Because in my head, as soon as someone explains something to me, I always get a weird mental image in my mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, so maybe it could be like, I don't know, like the husk of a Pokemon, and it's like a very like the fungus is growing out the sides, and it's all like crawling around on the fungus through like the skull.
Do you know what I pictured? Right, is it's just the mushroom from Parasect, but it's bigger,
Yeah, that's
and then there are tendrils, almost a little bit Mimikyu like that
Yeah.
hold it up a bit like Toadscruel,
yeah,
like that are sort of holding it just slightly off the ground because I don't
Mm.
like it when they go big.
yeah.
You know, it's just slightly off the
Many
ground.
legs,
And
not-
it's got like red eyes that appear underneath it, so it looks really sinister.
So it's like
and you're
a-
like, oh,
yeah,
like it's a proper sinister Pokemon. It's trying to find a new host, basically.
yeah. It's
like,
the
it's really
the
scary.
bug-
Like,
the mushroom part of it is trying to find the next one, and it could have a move
it
that
could
like
become like more and more powerful depending
Yeah,
on how
yeah,
many
yeah.
hosts
Depending
it takes
on-
on
yeah.
and kills. Like
maybe it could
it's
have a
quite
move
scary.
like absorb or something that if it absorb it,
like an ability. Like
yeah. So if it uses like absorb, it gains
lowers
the
their attack.
or no,
something.
or you gain the attack stat of that Pokemon.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I'd love that. Imagine how broken that Pokemon
Yeah,
would be
exactly.
if every time it used a
But its
draining
defense
move,
or something is incredibly low.
every time it uses a draining move, it boosts its stats
Mm.
in some way. That would be fucking
Yeah.
mental.
A
Like,
random
it
stat.
boosts the highest stat that the opponent
Yeah.
has, like on you.
Yeah.
Like, that would be really fucking cool.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that. Guys, get that made.
yeah.
We were in direct
This is-
feed with the Pokemon company.
Hello.
Guys, get on that now. That's my uncle at Nintendo. Who's your next one, bro?
Okay, so I have Lunatone and Solrock.
As in...
As in, I want them both to have a new evolution.
Okay.
So
Eclipse.
I remain adamant that Minior should have evolved into these guys.
That would have been cool.
To this day, as soon as I saw Minior, I was like, you're going to be the Prevo, and it fucking wasn't, and I think it should have been.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it'd be cool if both of these guys have like they have a new evolution. So I'll go with Solrock first. So imagine Solar Nova. So it could be a fire psychic type. So, but have the original base of Solrock, but like cracking open and having almost the flames busting out, almost like the Cyndaquil flames.
Yeah, like an exploding star.
But like in its Pokedex entry or something, it could be like it uses its psychic power to keep contained the flames inside of it, so it's constantly keeping itself, and it will open it, for example, and like shoot them out. Maybe it can have ability like Groudon, where it boosts fire type moves or something. Like not Sunny Day or Drought or whatever, but its fire type moves are boosted.
Yeah.
Or something. Maybe after using a psychic move would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
And then I've got Lunatone. Maybe again a very similar sort of vibe to the Solrock and have it called Lunatide. Have water psychic.
I was
type.
thinking that. I was like, make it like lunar, like
exactly,
tide,
like it controls the tide.
Yeah.
So and maybe you could have the Lunatone still there, but maybe it's like a big cloud underneath it where it's constantly raining.
That's cool.
But and then it could be more of like a full moon shape.
Surf would definitely be it.
Exactly, yeah. Like you could have like moves where it boosts its water type moves,
crash or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So cool.
Yeah.
I'm really liking this.
It has, like I said, a similar ability to the Solrock one where it boosts water type moves and stuff. So I think that would be pretty cool. I've always wanted to see evolutions of Pokemon like that.
That sounds like a really cool theme as well. Like it would make them really like interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love
like
the idea
those.
of turning those into like a water and a fire and psychic. Like it's just
I
cool.
feel like with an evolution, I feel like you want to give it what it already has and then expand on that thing.
Yeah.
I hate it when I've said this beforehand, like in the start one. I don't like it when evolution seems to go left field for no apparent reason.
It just goes somewhere you didn't expect
it to
go.
Like, all right, like Inteleon.
You want to know where it's going.
Yeah, you want to look at the start and the end and go, right.
That makes so much sense.
The perfect ones for me are like Cleffa through to Clefable, or like Igglybuff.
Chikorita to Meganium.
Yeah, all of that. And I go, great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Keep that going.
Sure.
So who's your next one?
Seeking needs something.
It needs something to make
Goldeen
it cool.
Seeking
I don't think I've ever met anyone who goes, I love Goldeen.
Yeah.
Or Seeking's great.
I was just thinking to myself, I was like, if I play through Gen 1 again, I'm probably going to try using one of them because I've never touched one. It'd be cool to try and say I could actually find a reason to like them because I just think they're so forgettable and boring.
Yeah.
They need a reason. They did it with Basculin. They made Basculegion. Why can we not do something like that? Yeah.
I love Overquill.
Cool stuff. Yeah, I think Basculegion's awesome as well. And I'd love to see them do something big with Seeking to make it stand out.
Seeking could be a really cool... Well, you explain what
I don't know what mine would be.
Well, like a big koi fish would be like cool enough. Like,
it just needs a boost is what I'm thinking. I felt sympathy for the thing. I saw it and I was like, you
I'm
need a
sorry,
stat boost.
buddy.
You need a new Evo. Like, you need to go the way of Electivire. Like, you need a Pokemon... You need a boost in stats that makes it cool. Like, and usable.
Yeah.
And like...
It's like back in the day when you used to see like fake evolutions of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And go, that's really cool. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's some that Seeking could have a very cool evolution as well.
His name is Seaking.
And it's like the most loser water Pokemon going.
Yeah, so make it like a king of the sea. Like, I don't know what you'd do with it. I don't know.
Well,
give it a trident tail or something. Like, that would be so cool.
It has a horn, so give it a trident horn.
Yeah, trident
Make
horn.
it a big, like, koi fish that's not, like, like you see them all the time in Japan anyway. You could make it, like, literally...
It has 3 horns instead.
Yeah.
It's like a trident, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with Pokemon like that. Another one I was going to bring up was Jinx.
I was gonna, but I thought...
But I didn't know how I would want it.
No, same.
I was like, Jinx, but I don't really know how I'd want to see them do...
Yeah.
I don't know where you could go with it apart from making more of an operatic singer.
Yeah, and they've done that already.
And they've already made it with...
Primarina.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm now like...
Give up.
Yeah, well, there's not really a lot you could do with it. And
I don't think they will. There's too much controversy. Although they did.
Oh no, I think I have a conspiracy that they're going to do every Kanto Pokemon.
You reckon?
Well, they're most of the way through it now. There's about 20 that don't have a new form or evolution.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Like, yeah, something like that. I've watched a video recently and it was like, oh, there's only 20 in Kanto that don't have a new Evo or form.
True.
And I was like, oh, they're working their way through.
Okay, who's next for you?
a male combi evolution.
I wrote it and then took it off.
See, I
had this idea right for a long time. I was like, I'm going to play through one of the games with just a male combi. And he's going to be called like Vesper King or like
yeah, that'd be
King.
cool. So I've put it so you could have it like, so obviously you've got like the Queen Bee, which is Vesper Quinn.
Yeah, sure.
But I am always would have liked to have seen if you had like a male bee knight. Because you normally have like the worker bees and stuff, and they all look after the queen, if you know what I mean. So I was thinking that you could have a bug fighting type, which would be pretty cool. Have a much larger stinger, and maybe as a gimmick move, have a move that is always hits, and it's always a one hit KO, but you always die as well. So like self destruct.
Okay.
So you always faint after you use it.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
it's
so you
like
could...
having Shedinja. Like
yeah.
You
could always have it there. Maybe its other moves are like
very scary.
Okay, but you always have that. You could always be like, I don't know, because you could strategize with that, I guess. Yeah, exactly. So you could get to 1 HP, but it's always, but you know you're going to go down.
Maybe it can do moves that don't kill it, like status moves, and it can do like protect and buff.
Oh
moves.
no, yeah, it could.
But
do...
if it does any damage dealing moves that are physical, like it hits, then it kills. Yeah.
Or maybe whenever it hits, it takes a bit of its HP as well. As an ability.
I do quite
maybe
like the idea of like
attack stats very high, and then it has its main move that it learns at like level 50 or something. That's like a one hit KO.
Maybe it's like it can use special type moves without any counter, but its special attack's not as high as its physical attack.
Yeah.
But every physical attack is a one hit KO that also KOs it.
Yeah.
I'd like that because you could strategize so much with that.
Yeah.
You could be like, okay, we're going to use like Will-O-Wisp or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Stun Spore this turn, and then on the next turn I'm gonna like attack the other Pokemon.
You could buff all your other Pokemon before
I'm
you
nearly
go
dead,
down.
so I'm gonna kill myself and that Pokemon with it. Yeah.
So that's one thing it could always look quite. And I put I don't know why that's changed that to that. It's changed to Honk Knight, and I don't know why. Oh, like Honey, I like Hun Knight.
Hun Knight.
Or
I kind of would want it to just stay bug type though. I don't know if I want to add another type. I kind of.
I'm just thinking.
Being like,
I was just thinking that
it's pure.
Because what's Vesperquin? It's bug flying, isn't it? Yeah. So
True. Yeah.
So you could get the fighting aspect of it in as an opposite. You know. I don't know. I thought that would be pretty cool. We could be chunky, like a proper knight looking, like Beedrill, but not shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I could see that.
And I like Beedrill.
Would it still have the free tier like honeycomb thing, or would it be a bit more?
Maybe it has the center one, and then they're like 2 big shoulder pads.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's got 2 big combi like.
Yeah. I like that. Hun Knight.
I almost pictured in my head then that it's not 3; it's a whole ring of them, and then there's a stinger in the middle, or something like that. So it's like the honeycombs evolved into a bigger shape.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know.
No, that'd be cool.
Okay, the next one for me is a Pokemon that I was disappointed in because I wanted it to be this. So instead I'm making it the evolution of this.
Okay.
Hisuian Electrode.
Okay, yeah. I can see why you...
I was so disappointed by Hisuian Electrode.
Yeah.
I saw Hisuian Voltorb and I loved it and I was like, this thing is so cool. And I was like, it has that hole in the head and I was like...
Which you loved instantly because you were like, the things I could do to that.
I think I even talked to you about that hole in the head. It's like, bro, that hole's gonna mean something. Like, you have no
I can't
idea
wait
the
to see that fucking hole, man.
Yeah.
Leave me in a room alone with that fucking Voltorb, man.
So here's what I wanted with Voltorb. I thought that what was going to happen was because it has like it shakes and it makes noise when it moves around because it has seeds inside it.
Yeah,
I was like, right, okay, a tree is going to sprout out of that hole.
Yeah, you even fight it in a tree.
Yeah,
in the game.
So here's what I pitch now. It does that. It just goes from Electrode to a third form.
Okay.
This thing is the opposite of Electrode. Okay, so it went from being this super speedy thing to being basically unmovable.
Stationary.
It's stationary.
All the time. It's planted.
It's a giant tree.
Yeah.
It's massive. Like, it's like the base is like a bigger Pokeball, so it's like big Pokeball. You know how Electrode's big anyway. It's a big ball.
Yeah.
With a giant tree trunk coming out the top.
Almost like literally a bonsai tree.
Is a tree coming out the top. Yeah. I see that, okay? It's just the opposite of Electrode in every way, because I've kind of wanted that for Hisuian Electrode. I wanted Electrode to be its own thing, and I wanted Hisuian Electrode to be its own thing. I wanted this idea.
It just ended up being 2 of the same thing.
Yeah.
It didn't add anything to the Pokemon, it being
Yeah.
apart from being wood.
I also thought that whole boss fight in Legends Arceus would have been cooler if it was just a big tree that didn't move, but it sent lots of things down.
Voltorbs at you.
Yeah, like it sent Voltorbs and Electrodes. Oh yeah, Voltorbs at you. Yeah, but
Bonsai tree.
yeah. So yeah, basically that's what I want. I just want this really cool, big, like tanky as hell tree Pokemon.
Yeah.
It is the opposite of what Electrode is. Electrode's fast
But
and
it's
frail. This thing's slow but tanky.
Slow but defensive.
Yeah. That's what
Could still have like self-destruct and like
Yeah,
seed
for
bomb
sure,
and stuff.
definitely.
Would be very cool.
Definitely, yeah. I just want that. I want that big tree. Okay.
No, I want that big tree.
I think it'd be massive for a start. It would be like 20 feet tall. It'd be
Oh
like,
yeah, it'd be massive.
yeah. Like it would be giant. Yeah, it'd be cool. I just want that so bad.
Yeah.
Give it a reason to be like usable because
Alive.
nobody cares about Hisuian Electrode, do they?
No, I see it. Like there was plushies of it in the Pokemon centers, and I would look at it and be like, well, "Who the fuck's looking at this going, wow?"
I wish I could, but I just don't. I really wanted to like it because I like the idea of a grass electric type,
Yeah.
but it's just so forgettable because it's just
boring.
copying. It's boring, yeah. Electrode was fine as it is, but it wasn't that
Like I
interesting.
said, it didn't add anything to it.
No.
Like the gimmick with Electrode is it looks like a Pokeball, and I feel like they just went, "Yeah, do the same again."
Yeah, there was so much potential with it. And
Yeah.
instead, they could have gone somewhere completely new with it, and instead they went to this like boring place with it.
Yeah, it wasn't very.
Oh well, it's fine. It is what it is. It's
well,
fine.
we have our ideas.
Yeah, so get on that, Game Freak. Yeah, when you see this.
So my next one is Pythagoras.
Ooh, okay,
But here's the thing, right?
okay.
So
Big coffin.
this
boy.
guy I feel like would be really easy, right?
Right.
I love Pythagoras. I
You
think
take
he's
him out of
very
the
cool.
coffin?
Yeah.
Oh.
As like an unlocked form.
Oh.
So maybe it's a big dark mass that comes out.
Can I? He's out of the coffin, but he swings the coffin. Like
That's literally what
Really?
I have written down. Yeah. Oh no, like so yeah, it's like he has it maybe as like a hammer or like it's on its arm.
Okay.
So it like its true foot is like a big horrible sort of like I don't know, mass, and it's like just uses the coffin as a weapon, you know. I always like the idea of like a Mimikyu is another one. Where I'd love to see an evolution of Mimikyu, but it's like busted out and like the little on his little head.
I remember you saying about this.
Yeah, like you could have the costume still on its head. And I love the idea of having Pokemon which you can't see or you don't see, like, and giving it more.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. Like I think Mimikyu is another one that's cool. But Pythagoras, I feel like, was another one that I looked at and went, yeah, I feel like more can be done with this.
Sure.
Maybe even an Anubis sort of Pokemon.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Or a mummy. It's more of a mummy
Yeah.
theme about it.
See, I do love Mimikyu, and I thought about Mimikyu, and I thought, actually, it's not an evolution I'd like to see, it's an evolution I'd be fine with seeing.
Yeah.
Rather, I don't actually wish that they would evolve
No.
Mimikyu, because I think it's perfect the way it is. But if they were to change it, I wouldn't be upset about it. If they were to do an evolution for it, I'd be like, oh, cool. Like, there's a reason to make it cool. As long as it looked good. But I feel like it would ananyway, because it's such a great base design that I don't know if they could really
It's
fuck that
a
up.
Pokemon that they know people love as well. It's like when they did an example of a Pokemon that's got a great evolution and a great new like line is Cursula.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that
Yeah.
so much. Like that's like the opposite of Electrode.
Yeah.
Like you have
That's
a
so cool.
Pokemon, they're like, here's a new Pokemon, fucking here's an evolution for it as well, and you're like, that's cool. I love Cursula so much. I think it's such a clever design of it being like coming out of its that sort of thing. I was like, nice. I enjoy that a lot.
Yeah.
Who's your next one?
Sunflora.
Definitely needs one. They had so many hints in this new game as well.
Make that a grass fire type, okay? We
should have been.
Scovillain's fine. Make it a grass fire type. Like this, it's high time. Like this, so easily done. It needs a boost.
Sunflower.
It needs more. Seeking's the same. It needed a boost. It doesn't have one. They give it a reason to be cool. Like people just shit all over the Sunkern and Sunflora because they're not good.
In Scarlet and Violet, it just felt like that they were leading to that with the whole it's got a Sunflora there.
Missed opportunity, right?
Yeah, I just felt like it was like you're going that way. You should have just had it there. And Sunflora's
a sunflower.
I love
like
Sunkern.
Do you?
I like saying he's cute. He looks like a Digimon.
Does a bit.
And then, so you feel like it would, and then you look at Sunflora and you're like, oh, that's a shame.
Make it go one more stage higher.
And make it cool.
Grass fire. It's just, even if it's just almost the same, but it just looks better and
bigger,
more powerful and like
massive head. you know, and then it gains energy from the sun and uses it like it should be with Solar Beam.
Yeah, give it like drought as the ability, so it sort of causes sun immediately because it's sun flora.
Yeah.
It's grass fire. It can use flamethrower. It can use Solar Beam.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
I'd like
it
to see
usable.
that.
Make it usable, please. God damn
That's
it.
another Pokemon I'd like to see in evolution of. Just on the top of my head, there was Cast Form.
Yeah, cast form would be cool. Depending on maybe what weather it is when it levels up or something.
That,
It could
yeah,
turn
and
into
it
different
stays
forms.
that form. Yeah. So or maybe in whatever gen this would be, maybe different areas would have
Yeah.
different weather cycles, so you would have to go to that area, like an Eevee, I guess.
Sure.
And then
I
it
see
would,
that.
but different ones have different, like, ones. An ice one's a lot more defensive because it's shrouded in hard ice. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A fire one's got a better special attack.
Yeah.
That'd be one that would be cool. I think there are a lot of Pokemon that deserve evolutions.
Yeah.
Like my next one, Tom.
Go on. Oh, seamless. Look
Ah.
at that. Go on. Who's next?
So my next one is, right, this is my big one.
Okay. Big one.
And it is big, right? And this is, right, Drifblim,
Okay.
right? It's
Okay,
not a
it's a
fucking
blimp.
blimp. It's not a fucking blimp
It's a hot
as it
air
is
balloon.
now. It's a hot air balloon. Make it a blimp.
Yeah.
Fucking make it Whale Lord size.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought they were going to do that with Gigantamax, you know?
Yeah, then they should have.
Yeah.
It's right fucking there. It should be a giant,
G-Max Drifblim would have
Blimp.
been cool.
yeah, a giant blimp. Drifblim would be like so good. And it could look more or less the same, but just make it look like a classic blimp.
Yeah.
You know, and I hear it could be huge, make it close to Whale Lord size, but in the sky. Have a bunch of Drifblim arms hanging off the side of it. So like they're big floaty horrible. Because imagine how creepy that would be. Imagine you
Like
looked
a
out the
ghost
window.
ship bit in
Yeah,
the
and you would
air.
see like a giant
The
Drifblim.
Hindenburg just go by.
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
for
like-
sure.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. And you'd be like, what? That's terrifying.
That would be like the legend, like Ghost Ship, but it'd
Yeah,
be like
yeah.
in the sky. Yeah.
And you could call it. Here you goes. Here's another good name. Driftnaut.
Ooh,
Or-
like Dreadnought.
Drift ship.
Uh,
It's not as good. I like Driftnaut. after, yeah.
You lost me.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Please keep listening.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
You know, maybe it's fated that it could never land in its Pokedex. You know, that if it landed, it went off to the next plane. Or plane.
Boo.
Have it have myths, or have it have myths of that it's the Pokemon that takes other Pokemon to the next life after they properly pass on, sort of thing. I would love that. I just, in my head, I love.
It feels
the idea
like
of,
a full circle feeling of like it makes me feel satisfied. Like
yeah.
gives you like a good feeling inside.
Like
You're
I love
oh.
Drifblim. Drifblim's like, and Drifblim are like two of my favorite Pokemon. I love them so much, but I just feel like it needs one more. It's one of those Pokemon
Yeah.
that they go, here's two. You could have one more. You're
Yeah.
gonna one day. Like I said, the idea of a giant ghost blimp hovering around ominously,
Yeah.
and then like catching it would be so cool. It's like it wouldn't be any different than having a Whale Lord in your team.
Except it's a bit more easy to put out, I think, because the sky's a bit more empty. You
Well, then
could
maybe
send
that's what
out,
it
I
is.
think.
Maybe it could be like the Red Gyarados.
Yeah.
And maybe the evolution method of it's really hard
Be
to
really
get
cool.
as well.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know how you would evolve it. Maybe certain amount of Pokemon like need to faint in order for you to
Yeah.
have it on your team
Hmm.
or something. That'd be cool.
I'd just be happy to see that as a G-Max form for
Yeah, no, yeah,
Drifblim. Like,
definitely.
that
I
would
would
be cool.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see it as an. It just needs in that next stage.
Yeah.
Drifblim, like I love it, but it just needs that final. And I would use that all the time.
Yeah.
It would be such an easy competitor for like that's now my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, and a shiny one would look cool as well. Big yellow horrifying balloon.
It's gold. It like
Yeah.
reflects off the sun. Like
yeah. How cool would that be?
that would be cool.
Yeah. Okay.
My next one is a pre-evolution.
Okay.
First pre-evolution we've had. Oh no, not really, because you have the Skarmory.
Yeah.
Skyknife.
Skyknife.
This one is a pre-evolution of 3 different Pokemon.
Oh.
We're going to connect the dots finally.
Okay, I feel like we know.
Tauros, Miltank,
yeah,
Buffalar.
yeah,
whole lot.
definitely.
A little baby
Absolutely.
cow. Just make a little baby cow.
Yeah.
The
Male, female, hench.
yeah.
like,
Like you could do. They did it with Tyrogue. Attack higher, defense higher. Like I don't know. You could split the 2 male evolutions between.
if
their
it, yeah,
stats.
you could have male or female. So you could have Miltank, or you could
If
have
it's
a
a fit-
Tauros.
Yeah.
And then you could have it if it's if its attack is higher, you get a Tauros, or if its defense is
Yeah.
lower, you get a Buffalant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Connect the dots, man. They're
Or maybe
there,
even if
aren't
you
they?
added in a new form of milk tank or a female form.
I was going to say add a new female.
Yeah,
tank
like
as well,
a
that they
female
also have to-
pig
Yeah.
tank.
Pig.
Cow.
Yeah, I know what you
You
mean.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like it.
The same way we have Tauros and Buffalan make a female version again. That
Yeah,
it
I
can
feel
turn
like that
into.
would be very.
Has 4 different evolutions. Yeah. Don't
And
know what
you-
it looked like. It would just look like a little cow,
A
I
little
reckon.
cute little baby
Just be
cow.
Cute baby cow, yeah.
Like you could have it as like a Highland cow, like Shaggy,
Oh.
a little small little baby hairy cow,
Its
like
name
emo
is something to
fringe.
do with veal, okay? It's going to be very...
Oh, veal. I'm gonna think of a very funny
yeah.
pun name for veal now.
It doesn't have to do anything special. It's just there for the lore. Just connects the
Yeah,
dots.
well, yeah, it needs to be.
People wouldn't even use it. They would be like, I'm not going to try and evolve into these Pokemon because fuck that. That takes too long. Just...
Yeah,
let's
I
just-
do feel like they've needed something like that for all of
Mm.
those Pokemon. Like Tauros is another one where I didn't like any of the new forms in Scarlet or Violet. They all looked the same to me.
Oh, I thought they were so good.
I was sad, like I don't know. There was something about it that was there. Like
I thought they were great. I'm a big fan of those.
I like Buffalant, design wise, but again, I'm sad like it doesn't evolve, so wasting my time.
Sure.
Stay out of it.
Mm.
Don't care.
Fair.
But yeah,
Who's next on your list?
I don't actually have any more.
Oh, okay.
I went through all of mine, but I have honorable mentions that I can run through.
Go on, go for
Got a
it.
Whalmer Prevo,
Okay.
which would be pretty cool. You have a little
Sphere.
yeah. Well, yeah, it would be a
Yeah,
seal
yeah.
basically, but you know what I mean. Or maybe like, I've got another one here, which is a Seal Prevo or a Dugong Evolution would be pretty cool.
I prefer a Dugong Evo.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. It would be cooler to have. You know, it's like Seeking.
Yeah,
I
just
feel
give it a
like-
boost again.
Yeah, it's a lot of Kanto Pokemon. I feel like are gonna get it at some point,
Just help it along.
and I feel like Seal or Dugong is one that's sitting there waiting for that to
Yeah.
happen.
Definitely.
Have I got any more? Oh, I've got another one. You do yours.
Okay, Floatzel was my next one.
Float. Oh, a Prevo? Or an
No, Evo.
Okay.
I think give it... Okay, here's what I was thinking, because I do actually have an idea in my head for this
Okay,
one.
okay.
So Buizel is a weasel that has a float
Life
sack.
jacket on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one, same again. Okay, how about this one? It's like diving themed. So like it's
so
more...
like goggles.
Maybe the sacks like can deflate and it can then just dive down really deep
Okay,
underwater,
yeah.
and then when it wants to come back up, it just inflates the sacks again and it just floats to the surface.
Yeah.
I had a name for it before. I can't remember what it was called now. Yeah,
Dival.
Divezel or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Divesel.
Yeah,
Submergesel.
it might have been something like that. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that'd be really cool. Just like it doesn't have to do loads more. Keep it water type. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just make it cool. Just be like, here's an extra thing to make it strong again.
And that's the thing with a lot of these, though, is just adding that last final touches to a Pokemon that give you the satisfaction of it.
Make it viable again as well. They did it
Yeah.
with Annihilate, but like
Oh, I know.
Annihilate's super powerful now, whereas Primate was forgotten about because it was not strong enough.
No, I mean, and these are the Pokemon that you look at and go, oh, yeah. I feel like that's what they try to do with Sneasler,
Yeah,
but it just missed the mark. I didn't
feel
mind
like
Sneasler.
Sneasler's time, and a lot of them, all the ones from Legends Arceus, aren't going to have their time until they've
No.
been let into Scarlet and Violet.
The Stantler one, that was genuine. I was like, finally, a Stantler evolution.
Yeah.
That was one of that needed that final push.
But what I mean is they haven't been used in a competitive format yet. As soon as they're allowed into Scarlet and Violet, which they are coming to,
I saw that
they're
someone
gonna be-
actually saying that Sneasler is going to be a monster in the.
a lot of them are.
competitive
I
stuff.
think they're all
Yeah.
going to be really good. I feel like that's when you're going to see a lot more love for these Pokemon. Is
Mm.
when they're actually
Especially with
able to be
you,
used.
because famously, when a Pokemon becomes useful,
Yeah.
you're like, that's bussin', man.
Right. Okay. God damn you. I was not going to argue with you tonight, but I think it's okay to challenge your conceptions of a Pokemon, Aaron. Okay.
No. I like the fact that, because that's you. If you like, if a Pokemon is useful to you,
I just think
you like that
you're
Pokemon
allowed
more
to
because
find new reasons to like a Pokemon.
no, but that's what I mean. If your Pokemon is utility
Hmm.
is good,
Yeah.
that makes you. But I just don't.
I feel
I
like
don't
you
do
look
that.
at a Pokemon, you make one decision, and you stay with that
I
decision
don't know, I
for
like
the
a
rest of your
Pokemon-
days.
I like Pokemon
whereas
design wise.
I challenge myself to find reasons to like.
No,
Pokemon.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I like a Pokemon from its design because I think that's how I look at a design. Whereas you play competitively, so you're like,
Yeah.
this Pokemon can do this. Oh, that makes it cooler.
But I use different facets to come into my liking of a Pokemon. It
Yeah.
might not be all battle. It might be design. It might be
No, exactly.
a
But that's-
Pokemon used by a trainer. Like, it could be
Yeah.
like, oh, I saw this person use it and I really like it. Like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
That's what I like, that we both have different reasons for liking Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I like the fact that you look at a Pokemon and go, "Oh, that Pokemon's ability
Yeah.
makes that Pokemon 5 times cooler to me because it's just a useful ability and that's useful to you."
It's true.
You're gonna lamp me then.
Who's
Like,
next? I was ready.
I meant in a positive
I
light.
was going to take this microphone.
I had a Tropius Prevo or Evo, give or take. You know,
I thought about Tropius and I was like, what can you do with that thing?
no,
Like,
exactly. It feels like it's a
just
start.
there.
Yeah,
Like-
I feel like it's so, like, evolution wise, it's just like a weird middle grey area because it's like,
how do we
well, where do I go either way?
Yeah,
here?
exactly.
Like, I could make you a bigger planty dinosaur, but you wouldn't fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, or I could make you a smaller one and do what with it?
Yeah.
Be a smaller dinosaur thing.
yeah.
Like, it's not a Pokemon anymore. I love Tropius. You know what I mean? Or Tropius. I don't fucking know.
I think if you're going to evolve Tropius, you make it just weird.
Yeah.
Okay, you go back Excalibur with it, you get it to stand up on its back legs and it has wings still, but they just sit there, they're
Like
useless.
propeller wings.
Yeah, they're just useless, and it's just like a tall, like, stands up, like,
Yeah.
Godzilla style. Like, I don't know.
Another one thinking of now is one that they did dirty in with Mega stuff, and I feel like Flygon should get an Evo.
Give it a Mega. I've been saying this forever. Just give it something.
Yeah, it just needs a, you can't go much from, but then you can't. Oh yeah, because it's a triple ever. You always forget it's a 3 evolution line.
Trapinch, yeah.
Well, it's not Trapinch to forget about. It's Vibrava.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yan Mega's another one I'd like to see get an Evo.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like Yan Mask is one that I always forget exists.
Yama, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yanma, I always forget fucking exists. I like Yan Mega is cool. That's a fucking dragonfly. That is cool.
Why is it not Dragon type?
Is it not? I thought it was dragon type.
Nope,
It's
is
dragon bug,
bug
isn't it?
flying.
Oh. Wow,
pretty
that's
sure about
upsetting.
Yeah, so if you're going to give it an Evo, make it Dragon type. Dragon bug, really cool. Have we got a bug dragon yet?
A bug dragon?
Is there a bug dragon?
Bug. No, there was rumours of a while ago that there was going to be one. Yeah, the first thing that comes up is this. That was like a leaked image
Ugh.
from God knows how long ago.
That's
From
gross.
Sword and Shield, I think it was, when that started
Ugh.
leaking.
That's gross.
Is
There's
Flygon
no bug-
not a bug dragon? No.
Nope. That again, though, that could
Looks
be.
like it could be, yeah.
In fact, I would be like half tempted to, if that goes into Scarlet and Violet, terastallizing into Bug just for the hell of it, just for
Yeah.
the theme of it. Like, yeah.
I've got a dragon type Gengar Terastallized now.
Have you?
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
pretty cool.
bussin'. It's like Heracross is no one that I feel like deserves an evolution.
Really, I thought that was cool as it is. I was like,
I like
could let
Heracross.
I could let that stay. Like, yeah, I did actually. One of the ones I did write down that I crossed off was a pre-evo for both Pinsir and Heracross.
Pinsir's another one that I feel like I look at and go,
I was like, maybe they could connect up somehow, but I was
you're
like,
missing things here that you should.
where's the baby version of this? Yeah,
There was a whole not a list, but ages ago there were Pokemon that in its beta designs had evolutions.
yeah, the Gold Silver demo, the Space World demo.
Yeah, but also with like
There was
Ruby
like a
Sapphire
Vulpix
and
one, and there was a Meowth one. Yeah.
yes, add 3 tails instead of and who was the other one?
There was a Meowth.
was
that
Gold,
like
Silver.
a beckoning cat.
Yeah, hang on. There was quite a few for Gold and Silver that
It was the Space World demo.
Space World demo. Yeah,
I showed Freya the electric tiger that they cut. A couple
everyone
weeks
loves
ago,
that
and
tiger.
She was like, "Oh my god!"
yeah, I know. It's the one that people want the most.
I don't know why you wouldn't put that in.
They're saving it.
For
You look
what?
at there's
It's been
no
8 generations.
shit. You not though. They do use Pokemon from those original designs and they put them in games now. Some of the more recent ones have like origins from a long time ago of Pokemon that like beta designs look like.
I just want that voodoo doll as well. He was
That
pretty
voodoo
cool.
doll was very cool, and the one that the hammer, the shark that had like an anchor as a
Yeah.
tail. That's epic. They're gonna use it as some.
Sharpedo Evo. Come on.
Yeah,
Let's do
Sharpedo evolution as well. Yeah, definitely. There's stuff like that. Zangoose and Seviper. That was another one I was there. Like, give it an evolution, please.
Do you want to know one on my list here?
Okay, sorry. Carry on. Yeah.
Behem.
Yeah. alien fella.
It's an alien fella, right? Make it a UFO. Like, make it turn into a UFO. How fucking cool would that be?
That would be very cool. Well, you got Magnezone.
True. But then none of them are psychic type.
No, you could have
I mean,
a
you
very
have
cool...
Orbeetle that's Gigantamaxed into like a UFO, but like...
Yeah.
I just think it'd be cool. Like, it's already a... It's like all these different things, isn't it? It's like LGM is like LGM, Little Green Man. BHM is... what was it called? What's BHM stand for?
Oh, there's Little Green Men.
Yeah.
And... I can't remember what it is now, but
You're
yeah.
gonna have to look it up, I think. And then you could just go to UFO, like unidentified flying object, like make it psychic flying or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Here you go. Right, so I found the post about the Beta Sprite stuff.
Okay.
So you've got things like... There you go. You've got like the Scorpion guy there.
Yeah.
That
You're gonna have to
turned
send me
into-
pictures.
No, exactly. Like Beta Quillfish that came out later on as normal Quillfish.
Oh, okay, right.
But that's what I mean. What I mean is
seeing
that
like why they've taken these influences
Yeah,
and put them somewhere
see
else.
what I mean? They've used these guys as like inspiration for
interesting.
later on. Yeah, so
You
they
have to
don't.
send me this. I want
Yeah.
to look at this later anyway.
They don't strictly just get rid of them.
This is really cool.
Yeah, I just feel like the werewolf one is also fucking so cool. Like what a waste.
Huh.
That little werewolf fella down there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That turns into a
That's
more of a
very
werewolf. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that they, Pokemon designers, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
So I've got one left. Have you got any more that you want to mention before
No,
I move on to
you.
Okay. The only one I got left is an alternate evolution. So
Okay, like a split.
Yep, so a split. So create a new split path
Okay.
with Crabrawler. Okay, so Crabrawler was in Alola and it was just a fighting type.
Yeah.
And you took it onto Mount Lanakila and it evolved into Crabominable. I don't mind it. I think it's fine. It's fighting ice.
Yeah.
But I thought if that environment changed its evolution,
Yeah.
what other evolution things you could take it to a volcano and it turns into a firefighting type, for example.
Okay.
Or like, do you know what I mean? Like you could take it to all these different places.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no, for
you
sure.
take it
Yeah,
to like
okay,
a ghost
yeah.
place and it turns into a ghost fighting. Like
Yeah.
maybe a ghost fighting would probably be really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because it's a big fighter and it likes to get into scraps and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it loses a fight and turns into a ghost fighting.
Yeah.
A bit like Annihilate. But
Yeah.
still. But yeah, I think Crabrawler was kind of robbed, really. I think it could have been a bit more cool.
Yeah, like there's a lot of Pokemon that I do feel like they've just missed.
Mm.
Like I would like to see an evolution, for example, of Ninetales.
Oh yeah.
Get more tails. I don't know.
12 tails.
12 tails. 9,000 tails. But there's a lot of like Sandslash maybe could benefit from another evolution.
I could see that. That would be very cool.
There's a lot. There is a lot that you could be here forever.
Yeah,
just being
there's
like
tons more. So on that note, what evolutions would you guys like to see? Are there any that we've said that you agree with, or which ones of ours are your favourites?
Yeah.
And then also let us know which ones we didn't mention that you would like to see.
Yeah, obvious ones that we've missed. A Porygon 3.
Send in your fan art of our evolutions as well.
That'd be very cool.
I'd
Yeah,
love it if someone drew a Skinner.
Like I could draw these all day, but I want to see other people draw stuff for once.
Yeah,
I've never had fan art drawn of things beforehand, so
make
please,
me so happy.
it would make me.
Someone
chuffed.
tweeted that they were obsessed with our show, and it made my.
made this whole year.
I'm about to turn 30, and I'm about to have a birthday, and I still don't think it's going to top that.
No, I would like to see what you guys can interpret from.
Yeah.
And now we have lots of artist friends, so please do draw them.
Get in touch.
Draw a Scarsenal.
Scarsenal.
Still so.
What a great name.
I'm so fucking clever, man. Game Freak, come on the show. We haven't done
all of Game Freak.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be ace. Imagine that. All of Game Freak in this room,
Mm.
and we could be like, listen here, lock a door. We have some words.
Should we play?
Are we doing 20 questions?
Who's that?
Oh yeah, no. Who's that Pokemon? So last week you asked me to.
3 clues.
You did have 3 clues.
Do you want me to give the clues again before we reveal who the Pokemon is?
Yeah.
It's a water type with the Ice Body ability from Gen 1.
Yeah. So
Aaron, who's that Pokemon?
I had trouble because I was there like, well, there's not many that it could be that, that's a water type.
I tried to keep it specific.
Yeah.
You could work it out.
But I was like, does he mean that it has a water typing, or or is it ice, water? And there's not that many in Gen 1 that was an icy boy. So it was either Seal or Dugong, and then I was like, I'll go Seal.
It's Seal, because it's the only water type, because Dugong's water ice.
Yeah. Seal
is still water type.
I did it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Who's this Seal?
It's
Jigglypuff
Seal.
from above.
Seal's forgettable. We already mentioned him today.
Oh, it's so sad because he has potential.
Give him an Evo, man.
Yeah, let's do something about it. There's cooler Seals out there now, like Spheal.
I will say I've randomly generated that Pokemon, and every time I'm just going to randomly generate them.
Okay.
Keep it as neutral as I possibly can.
Okay.
And it gets us thinking about Pokemon we wouldn't normally think about.
Okay.
Seal.
Seal.
You ready for my next 3 clues for next week?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on. If anybody got it right, we're going to shout them out right here.
Yep, right now. See, we did it.
Next episode.
Okay.
Here's the Pokemon you're going to be working out.
Okay.
Clue number 1, the fruit Pokemon.
Okay.
Clue number 2, Gen 7. Clue number 3, Rapid Spin. I feel like this one's quite easy.
Okay. I look forward to guessing it.
So you can find out who next week. If you let us know who you think it is, if you do know who it is, let us know at acetrainerspodcast@gmail.com or DM us. Slide in them DMs. At acetrainerspod on Twitter or Instagram.
Don't make it public. We don't want to.
No, please don't. Yeah, I want to keep this a surprise till next week. If you do get it right, I'll shout you out at the end of the next episode.
I believe you said what you said last week
if
was.
10 people...
If 10 people like this,
I'll wrap it.
He's going to wrap it.
I'll wrap it.
Alone.
It's a tiny dancer where you sing in the background. Actually, I already did that one. Which one should we do then?
Limp Bizkit. Rolling. Or
Okay.
do you want it to go with more of like a somber beat?
That's fine, we can do that.
Or we can do Titanic. And I I'll do that in between every single. I'll be like, and you'll be like, Electro Diglett.
Yeah.
Mangy.
Weaverbill. Yeah. Anyway,
Man.
if you made it this far, you are a true Ace Trainer. Let us know on Twitter using the hashtag Ace Trainers, and let us know that you are a true Ace Trainer.
The truest.
If we get 10, we're going to freestyle rap.
He keeps using the word
This
we.
guy. He's going to get
I've been
involved.
busting out my notes.
Would either of us know how to rap?
No,
It's
not
gonna
really.
be great. Thanks so much for listening, guys.
Love you.
This is great. Catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Ace Trainers, a Pokemon podcast. If you'd like to follow us online, we're on Twitter at Ace Trainers Pod. We also have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel, so join us on there.
If you want to speak to either of us, our email is acetrainerspodcast@gmail.com. We hope to hear from you. Our intro music is Last Summer by Ixon, and our outro music is Snowbell City from Pokemon X and Y. See you on the next episode.
Bye! Bye! Bye!